Oh, blueberry. Oh. We have some winners, and we're going to meet them right now. What is your name?
Tina.
Tina. Yeah, it was blueberry. I can see the blue.
Dana.
Oh, Dana. Dana, okay. I'm sorry. Now we're going to meet?
Brian.
Oh, there's Brian. Okay, and?
Nicole.
And we have another row of winners starting way on the end over there. Hi, what's your name?
Josh.
And?
Cameron. Jeff.
Charlie.
What's that the name again?
Charlie.
Okay, and they have Ladmo bags filled with lots and lots of good stuff. And if we have time later on, we're going to check what's in a Ladmo bag right now. Come on over, gang.
Yes, Andy's here. Andy from the museum, the Arizona Historical Society Museum. Yes, Brian.
You want me to help you with that, Brian? I'll help Brian with that.
Brian, have you met Andy?
Come on, Brian. Here we go.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going just great. We're working on remodeling the inside of the museum right now as we speak.
Yes.
New exhibits, and we're going to be putting in some new air conditioning.
Okay. Now, you know, this is a good time to mention, there is a whole network of museums throughout the entire state, and they're all kind of connected. I mean, all the folks know each other. And
That's right. The Arizona Historical Society is really a state museum, and in Flagstaff and Yuma and Tucson, you'll find Historical Society museums. In the other counties around the state, you'll find affiliate museums. So
like Prescott.
That's right. Prescott and down in Cochise County, all over the state. So.
And the bottom line is old stuff. What'd you bring us today?
Old stuff, and old stuff related to Arizona history. Now, you might ask, what do these things have to do with Arizona history?
Ladmo, get a load of this.
Ice skates!
That's right. Those are ice skates.
Wow!
This is the kind that they'd use around the turn of the century, around 1900, and you can see that this little thing here expands it so it fits on the heel of your shoe. Now, there weren't very many opportunities in Arizona history to wear ice skates, but back in 1932 and 1941, we had some really cold days here in Phoenix, and it snowed. So it wasn't in the middle of the summer, but it did snow here in Phoenix.
Flagstaff.
Flagstaff, you can use skates, and up in the northern climes, Arizona is a land of contrasts, they always say. You can find the cold and the hot, the desert and the mountains. This thing, does anyone know what that is?
Well, I do know. It's a toaster.
That's right, it's a toaster. You open up this little slot here and you put in your piece of toast, and it clamps it in there, and those coils in there get real hot. Now, in the early days, not everybody had electricity, but after 1911, after Roosevelt Dam was completed, then almost everybody could afford to have electricity, and appliances like this became commonplace.
Is this from the 20s?
This is from the 1920s, but this particular toaster was actually patented in 1906.
Wow.
So as early as 1906, they...
And you know, it goes right up against... This one must have been famous for burnt toast.
Well, it doesn't pop out, does it?
No, it doesn't pop out. You have to plug it in, and you have to kind of watch it, and then say, oh my goodness! And then you open it up, and you probably burn your fingers when you're done.
This is what they had before television.
That's right. Before television, they used stereoscopes, and these things are made in such a way that there are two pictures, and if you look through here and move this slide back and forth, the two pictures turn into one.
Okay, and wait, they can almost see.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they can almost see in there.
Oh, yeah, maybe we should
We'll slide
this.
Put this down a little so they can see the picture in the back.
Yeah, you can kind of.
Okay. Andy, could this really actually be the price?
That's right. This is from an old Sears and Roebuck catalog, and the price in 1902 was 28 cents.
Ooh.
That's right.
For the gizmo?
That's
or
right.
just the pictures?
For the gizmo, and they threw in some pictures. And people could learn about the world and world history by using these stereoscopes, because you could get special collections on the Battle of Gettysburg or the Eiffel Tower. And people who never traveled more than 10 miles from their homes could learn about the world using these stereoscopes.
Speaking of history, we're having a history contest right now, the Time Machine Contest. We're asking the kids to send in a picture of a famous person. The deadline on the contest is Tuesday, July 1st. On Friday, July 4th, we'll announce the winner, and on Tuesday, July 8th, that winner will come down, go back in the time machine to meet that famous person that they drew a picture of. They'll also get $25 a Ladmo bag and a Ladmo t-shirt. All right. So we're doing our little bit for history.
Boy, then there are lots of great people out there, Jack Swilling and Darrell Dupa and all the people famous in Arizona history.
Those two gentlemen were a couple of the fellows that founded Phoenix.
That's right. They got the whole ball rolling back in the 1860s.
All right. Tony, do we have time for one more cartoon? All right, and here it is. Thank you, Andy, very much.